pwned in the following ways.
Line producer Sid Misra talks us through the online features of FIFA Street.
Mass Effect goes mobile.
And contestants try to keep their cool at the UK SSX launch event. Welcome to Pwned, I'm Matt Cuttle and that is Sian Welby.
Chemistry. Right, before we start, don't forget you can subscribe to us by clicking the link above our heads.
Hurry though, because the first item begins now.
SimCity is back on PC. The game was originally released in 1989 and let you build and create your own cities and take on the role of mayor. Almost 25 years later, it's received a massive makeover thanks to its new engine called Glassbox and features a multiplayer mode where you can change the world together. It's out next year, and if you pre-order it from Origin, you'll also get some bonus content for it as well. The next Medal of Honor game's just been announced. It's called Warfighter and you'll be able to get your hands on it from October the 23rd. Going beyond the war in Afghanistan, the game tells the story of Tier 1 operative codenamed Preacher in missions inspired by real-world events. Operations include rescuing hostages in the Philippines and stopping a pirate threat on the Somali coast. Eye patches are, of course, optional.
Do you fancy playing footy with a flourish?
Well, if that's your proverbial cup of tea, this next FIFA game might be right up your street.
It's FIFA Street.
Sid, tell us how you can take all this showboating online.
So we have a mode that we call the FIFA Street World Tour. The idea is it's a connected social game mode, and so you create yourself, and all your friends are creating themselves, or all FIFA Street gamers are creating themselves, and they all get uploaded to the EA servers. So what that means is, as you play the game, you can now bring your friends into your own experience. So your team can be composed of yourself and your friends. The whole mode is connected, as I said, so as you play through the World Tour, starting in your sort of local level, you'll be playing against other FIFA Street created teams. So they're being downloaded into your experience. So every team is being created and crafted to the unique style of that gamer. So you're going to have a different sort of challenge every time you're playing a different team. For each challenge and tournament within the mode, there's a leaderboard. So you can always compare your progress against your friends, whether it's a Pana match and you want to see who's got the most Panas in that match, or if it's a match that's first to 5 and you want to see who finished it quickest. So we have those social elements and the connected elements. The other part for the tournaments is the ability to play not just offline, with the teams that are downloaded, but also online head-to-head in our tournament system. We have from 1v1 up to 6v6. So depending on the challenge, depending on the tournament, you'll have a different number of players that you're going to bring on the pitch. The whole mode is built around the concept of progression, where you're starting in just a local area like a park or a gym that you might just play in now. And the idea is that it become more aspirational as you go. So you're going to evolve to a more national stage to a European stage. So you might start appearing in a match that's being hosted on a canal in Venice, or in front of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. And then eventually to the world stage. So you're going to play challenges in the favelas of Rio, on a rooftop in Shanghai, to tournaments that maybe be in New York Stadium, or in a futsal stadium in Tokyo.
And as your profile increases, can you recruit star players?
Yeah, so as you progress through the mode, when you get to the world stage, now you're sort of famous enough in your street experience that real football clubs are going to be challenging you. So you might get a match against sort of the Man Uniteds of the world, the Barcelonas of the world, and if you beat them in those challenges, you can now draft those people, a player onto your team. So you can, for the gamer that wants to partner up with their favorite football stars, they can do that.
No doubt you'll be aware that Mass Effect 3 is available to play now on consoles and PC, but you can also enter the universe on the move in a new game on iOS and Android called Mass Effect Infiltrator.
Jared Trudgeon from Melbourne-based developer Iron Monkey Studios joins us on the line via Skype to tell us more. Jared, how's it going over there in Australia?
Yeah, really good. Good, man.
We can see the game on the screen behind you. Can you just tell us a bit more about it?
It's a third-person cover shooter. The best third-person cover shooter on iOS and Android, I'd like to say. You play as Randall Esno, who's a Cerberus operative. So you're kind of seeing things from a different perspective than you would in Mass Effect 3.
I must say it looks really nice. Can you just tell us how long you've been making this?
So pretty much a year from concept to wrapping.
Now, if you played a Mass Effect game before, will you be able to just jump straight into this one?
Yeah, the gameplay is in Mass Effect Infiltrator is very similar to the core Mass Effect experience. Probably the biggest difference between the gameplay of the two platforms would be that we have a bit more of an arcade approach to cater for play. You're more likely to pick up and play in shorter bursts on your iPhone or iPad. So we cater to that and make sure that people can jump in have a really good experience within a few minutes, and then jump back out again.
Now the game also works alongside Mass Effect 3, so can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so I mean, primarily Infiltrator is a standalone experience that anyone can enjoy, but we also have a cool bonus where players can earn a currency during Infiltrator play, which they can then use to boost stat in Mass Effect 3.
Now, Jared, I presume you're a big gamer yourself. What are you most excited about with this game?
I'm always excited about what we do with controls. We got a lot of praise for the Dead Space controls, moving away from predefined virtual buttons and sort of opening up the controls to use the whole screen. I think we've taken another step in the right direction on Mass Effect Infiltrator with some innovations there. We've added a cover system, so we use like swipes and gestures to switch from one piece of cover to another seamlessly. So there are actually huge portions of the game that you can navigate just by jumping and vaulting and rolling from pieces of cover.
Well, Jared, we look forward to playing it, and thank you very much for taking the time out to join us on the show.
Yeah, no worries.
Mass Effect Infiltrator is out now for iOS and out soon on Android.
From space to snow, SSX is out now, and recently Electronic Arts held a launch party to see who could hurl themselves down a mountain the quickest. The UK launch party for SSX was held at the Red Bull Studios in London. Press, fans and celebrities were invited to chase the ghost of England and Spurs footballer Jermaine Defoe and beat the time he set. Jermaine, you're the wanted man tonight. You're the man that everyone's chasing. It's your ghost data that everyone's trying to beat. How does that feel?
Feels great. I don't think they'll beat it, to be fair. I don't think they'll beat it.
I know Ashley Walters is desperate to get ahead of you.
He was trying to put me off. I said, Ash can't do that to me, man. I'm focused, I'm ready. And even if they beat it, I'll just get back on there and just set another record. So
bring it.
Bring it, that's what I say, bring it.
So after Jermaine set his time, it was up to the challengers to beat him. Ashley, that was getting very sweaty just then, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest. I feel quite bad about it. I love the game, but I'd love to have a greater time.
The only thing that adds insult to injury is the fact that your kids are actually getting better times, aren't they?
Yes, I'm averaging like 240 at the moment. My 8-year-old son played it once and got 220. I'm gonna have words with you later about your score.
So today with the times, who do you most want to beat?
Jamal Edwards, if I'm honest.
Jamal, I just watched you do your laps. You seem very determined to be the top tonight.
Yeah, I was the top before. I think when I just walked in, someone beat my score. But yeah, it's sick. I used to play SSX Tricky all the time back in the day on PS2 and whatnot, so I'm happy that's coming back. But I'm not leaving here till I beat that score.
It was all going so well, then you hit a brick wall, literally, didn't you?
I panicked. I'm not used to playing in front of a camera. I just play at home when nobody's watching, and the camera under pressure. I was flying. I put on the boost, and bang, straight into the wall. The silly thing is, when I got PlayStation, the first game I got was SSX. So for it to keep coming out and updating it, I've been looking forward to this. So I was brilliant on the other one. I used to get gold medal, so I'm going to get back to gold.
So you just recorded your fastest time. Are you happy with it?
I'm happier. Yeah, I mean, but I don't like anything less than first place, so I think I have a bit more training to do. Maybe if I'd done it in real life, then I kind of know what to do exactly. But to be honest with you, I was just blagging it the whole way through.
That's the thing. Even in the real sport, you know, you fall off your board, you get back on it.
Exactly, man. It's just like life. It's a deep game because it teaches you the concept of life as well.
Has it given you the bug to maybe go back and maybe go home and secretly try and get that score a bit higher?
Not secretly, I'm doing it out in the open. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely coming back for Jamal Edwards because he's been taunting me on Twitter. So, yeah, I mean, so I got to definitely up my score.
You've got quite involved with this game because you've got a track on the trailer.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I got a new single called Level Up. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm trying to do now, level up my timing. Big up to EA, man. You guys have always supported me for years. Like, I've had records in Need for Speed, FIFA Street. You know what I mean? So now, fingers crossed, get me onto the next FIFA. I need to be on the next FIFA. I actually say in the game in my new single. Actually,
Amazing. As in, do you do the voice like, it's in the game?
I don't do that.
Your music in games, but would you yourself like to be motion captured and put into a game?
Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind being in a game. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'd be great royalties. I mean, like, not that I'm all about the money. I'm all about the game. It's in the game.
The fan with the fastest time was Joe Colley, who took home an Xbox and a bunch of SSX goodies. Joe, you've just been crowned the champion. You beat Jermaine Defoe. How does it feel?
I'm so proud, so proud. I was a bit drunk when I done it, and I thought, well, there's no way I'll beat him, and I did. That was very good.
One person who was nowhere near the prizes was Pone's very own Matt Cuttle, who had a shockingly slow run. Oh dear, Matt. Nice move there, Matt.
I'm obviously more of a tricky kind of guy, aren't I? That's it for another show.
Now, we know that people on the internet don't really have opinions, but if you'd care to share your thoughts, you can do so in the comment section below our feet.
You can also have a quick click above our heads where you can follow and subscribe to us as well. And while I'm here, thanks for all your likes on YouTube as well.
We'll be back in a fortnight's time when we'll be going behind the scenes on Tiger Woods PGA Tour 13.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.